Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. I said hey.
Hey.
Welcome back to my channel.
Hey
Y'all, I'm Jazmyn W. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Y'all know I like to jump right in, but I first must let you know that if you have not subscribed to my channel, then what are we doing and why are we doing it,
baby?
Okay, y'all know I love to shout out a black business at the beginning of every episode, so I'm going to tell you the best bonnet I've ever owned. I get asked about it every single night I'm on the live. I've watched it about 400 times, and that is the Bully Life bonnet. You can get the link below.
I'm still sick.
I'm really going to be focused on some of my favorite things that I use over the next few videos. So the Bully Life bonnet is a bonnet that I absolutely swear by, okay? It is so good, such good quality. Anyway, but let's get into Married at First Sight. Y'all know on my channel, we always start with the most boring couple. And this week it was easy. Even though I think this is a very entertaining episode. Let's start with Claire and Cameron, who's not there. Claire and her man who ain't there, okay?
A man without a plan.
Claire keeps saying, I feel bad because Cameron is not here. I feel bad because Cameron wasn't at the wedding. And she even said, I feel bad for having fun while he's in recovery. The one thing I wrote down is, Claire, you did not leave this man and he begged to be with you.
Right.
Both of y'all amicably decided that you didn't want to be together. So why are you sitting around feeling bad? Like you left him at the altar, like you cheated, like you did him dirty. Y'all made a mutual decision to not be together, and then his health, he struggled with a few health issues. That's it. It has nothing to do with you, and it's not your fault. I'm really tired of the blame game that she's, playing on herself, really. And you would think that a therapist would be able to understand that this has nothing to do with her. His heart issues could not have possibly been exacerbated. Is that how you say it? Exacerbated? Yeah.
Yes, exacerbated.
By anything that she did. Okay? If anything, Lifetime is to blame. Now let's move on to the next couple. Next, we're moving on to Orion, who be lying, and Lauren.
Orion stay lying, honey, and faking the funk.
Orion and Lauren, first of all, I don't know why they are on a couples retreat when they are not a couple. They're not even a couple of amicable. They're not even a couple of friends. They're nothing. So why are they on this trip?
Right.
This trip should have been an opportunity. I need to plan the couples retreats at this point for Lifetime, because none of the couples have done any couple work. Like, why do we not have like
some Kama Sutra.
Like, why don't we have like a counselor for sex there, because none of them want to have sex? Or why don't we have like a communication coach there, or a yoga teacher there, a cooking class? Like a couples retreat, when I think about couples retreat, it's not just everybody doing their own thing.
Some fake babies.
And coming back to the house, in my opinion.
Right.
But I guess that's what it is for Lifetime. I don't know. Maybe the budget is tight, honey. But anyway, Orion said he would love to smooth things over with Lauren while they're in the house this weekend. And I wrote down, smooth over what? She said y'all was cool. Like, what is there to smooth over? She didn't want to talk to you the last time y'all spoke. There's no issue. Like, it's like he almost just can't leave it alone. I wrote down, WTF is there to talk about?
Nothing.
Lauren said that she wishes that she could have been friends with Orion. She was trying to be friends with him, and the last time they spoke, he said he wanted to foster a friendship and blah blah blah. Why do you want to be friends with this man?
Desperado.
I'm just really not understanding. It's like, girl, y'all are not friends. Y'all barely knew each other.
Barely.
Anyway, Orion gets in front of the group and he's like, hey, I'm just glad you're here. I'm glad you came. It makes me feel really good that you're here. I just feel really good. I just want to make sure that we both feel good, and I'm not the only one feeling good, and that you're feeling good, and that we're both good, and everything's good, and I'm a good, and she's a good, and he's a dude, and we're all dudes. Hey, I'm a dude. Like, what are you talking about?
Welcome to Good
What
Burger.
are you talking about? He just be talking to talk. You just ever hear somebody who just talk to talk?
Yeah, girl, you. You. Anyway.
Lauren said she's tired of getting her hopes up, and he's only there to save face. Lauren, getting your hopes up about what?
Right.
About having a relationship with him? Why? Why do you want a relationship with somebody who don't want nothing to do with you, who don't want to be around you, don't want to be with you? Y'all was married, and then he said that you yelled and triggered him. Why would you want a relationship with somebody like that? Why would he want a relationship with you? You trigger him. You yell a lot. So it's a no-go from here. Like, I don't understand where the issue is. Who's confused? Because I'm not.
Desperado.
I wrote down, there's nothing to be gained out of talking to Orion.
At all.
In fact, unless you have children together, I talked about this on my dating live on TikTok. There's nothing to be gained out of talking to an ex, period. Unless y'all have kids together. Or you're trying to split property.
Okay.
There's nothing to be gained.
Let me know. Comment if you think that there is something to be gained by keeping in touch with somebody who you shouldn't be keeping in touch with.
Let's move on to pink hair and Austin. Okay. Austin the magician, because he tends to disappear at night when it's time to pull his pee-pee out.
Oh my gosh.
Austin said before they went on the retreat, I think they just got done getting massages or something. And Austin was like, yeah, this weekend is going to give us the time that we need to work on some of these things.
What things?
Some of these things or some of that thing?
That thing.
Because how much more time do you need to pull that thing out and get to working on that? Like, what?
Work.
Oh my goodness. Me and my mom both said this. If you cannot work on intimacy with your partner when you are alone, what makes you think you're going to be able to do it in a house full of other couples, other people?
Drive me, I deserve.
That's like,
Making me wait.
I would have, if I was pink hair, I would have been like, yeah, let's not work on it this weekend. Because, I mean, if we can't work on it here when it's just you and I, we're definitely not going to be able to work on it in a house with like 6 other people. So let's just like take it off the table. That's what I would have said. But anyway, pink hair, instead of saying that, she said, ooh, yes. And Austin said,
damn it. Hey, she really wants it.
cause why is you dancing? And you know he gonna disappear.
You know he ain't gonna pull it out.
Anyway, I thought Austin's hat was glued to his head, but apparently it's not, because he took it off briefly at the retreat. And it did look like he could have had a little lace front on, because he had a lot of long hairs on the side. You know how they do a real tight fade? His wasn't tight. He had some long hairs covering the fade. And it looked like a little tiny little bit of a bowl cut. So that could have been hairs from the lace front covering up his real hair over here on the sides.
A blend.
I don't know. My mom was also very suspicious. She said, look how the way his hair is poking through his hat.
She funny.
She said it was giving lace front, honey. Anyway, pink hair and Austin got into bed together, and she was really thinking that he was going to pull his pee-pee out, and I already knew that he wasn't. Did y'all peep that when she said, I really want to lay on your chest, I need to lay on your chest, he said, I don't know why, but okay.
Get the hell off me.
Baby, I better not ever have a man tell me why he don't know I want to lay on his chest, honey. I want to lay on your chest.
Period.
And make sure it's hard.
Yeah.
I want it to feel like a brick, honey. And I'm not talking about bones. I'm talking about musculus. Oh my goodness. I wrote down, it is very hard to be intimate with your partner when you have people listening, because everybody's in a room by themselves. Nobody's kissing themselves or getting into their own intimacy. Everybody just laying in the bed like this.
Listening, waiting to hear what's gonna pop off in the other room. Exactly. Hey, what was that? Was that moans?
Like, I wouldn't have even done it. And pink hair is really acting like he's gonna pull his pee-pee out. No. 1 hour later, after she said that she would love to lay on his chest, I guess maybe she got a little too touchy-feely, and he grabbed all the blankets off of the bed and left her there in the bed, shivering, grabbed all the blankets and pillows and said, I'm going to the big bed. If you want to come, whatever. I don't give a damn.
At all.
What? Me and my mama was like, why did he take all the comforters? The bed that he went to had covers on it. So what was the point of taking the covers?
I don't know. He's selfish or something.
The next day, Austin apologized. I don't know what he apologized for because I don't know. Pink Hair also said that he was very drunk. He didn't look drunk to me when he was taking those covers to the other bed. He walked a half a mile trying to get those covers from one side of the house to the other side of the house. He didn't stumble. He didn't stagger. Hell, I think he walked a straight line from one house to the other, from one side of the house to the other side of the house. So what make you think he was drunk?
And touched his nose.
Anyway, I think I got confused because Pink Hair and Austin went to get a massage after that night, not before. And Pink Hair asked Austin, is this intimate to you?
Hell no.
And he was like, yeah.
Liar, liar, liar.
I'm so fed up. The man don't like you. He don't like you. He's not attracted to you. He don't want to be with you. He thinks you're a nice girl. He likes to kiss you because that's as far as it's going to go, and he can tolerate that. He cannot tolerate pulling his pee-pee out and doing anything with it. I'm sorry. It's almost as if, I wrote down, it's almost as if somebody bet Austin, I bet you won't go on Married at First Sight and not sleep with your wife and not break up. See if she'll make it without sleeping with you. And he was like, I bet you I could do it. And now he's here. Hey y'all, welcome back. I had to do this part the next day, okay? So anyway, let's get back into it. Next, let's move on to Brennan and the Blonde. A couple people asked me why I am calling them Brennan and the Blonde when her name is Emily. I know her name is Emily, but Brennan and the Blonde sounds better. You know what I mean? Got a little ring to it, you know? Anyway, they are going on this couples trip as friends, even though they're married. Baby, if I was Emily, I would be so embarrassed. Are you not embarrassed? You married this man and he told you that he just wants to be friends with you. Just to make it through the end of the show, through decision day, so he could tell you he don't want to be with you again. He's already told you probably 15 times he don't want to be with you, and you still acting hopeful.
No, ma'am.
And so they get to the house with the couples, and he says that he wants a separate room. He's going to sleep in a separate bed. If I was Emily, I would just say, I want a divorce.
Immediately.
I raised my hand, I want a divorce. Because I'm not about to let nobody... I'm just not about to let nobody treat me like that. Like you don't want to be with me, fine, let's just end it. I'm not about to work on a relationship with somebody who don't want to be with me. Clearly he don't want to be with you.
Right.
Anyway, he don't even want to sleep next to you. Like, what's the point of being with somebody you can't even cuddle with? I cuddle with men on the first date.
Girl.
Baby, if there's one thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cuddle. I love to cuddle.
No, for real.
You know how much action my pillows get now that when I sleep alone? Baby, my pillows they probably got a crush on me at this point because that's how I be cuddling. I don't know. Anyway, she booked them an ATV excursion because she wanted to, she's trying to still be his friend. She's trying to be the cool wife, even though he don't want to be married to her. And she manifested that crash. I don't want to say she manifested the crash, but it's given she manifested it.
You already did.
Because when they were at the dinner table, somebody was like, oh, I hope y'all don't crash. And she was like, you know me, I'm so clumsy. And then she crashed and her head was bloody. That was a lot of blood, y'all. Like, that was a lot of blood. I wrote down, this girl's trying to make her marriage work so bad that she got hurt, severely injured. Imagine trying to make a relationship work so bad with a man that don't want you that your life is in danger.
Oh my goodness.
If you wouldn't have been worried about trying to make him happy or doing things with him, you wouldn't have even been on the excursion. Now, I'm not trying to blame you for your own crash. However, this is a reminder. Stop trying to make things work with people who don't want to be with you.
Message.
She wasn't even going fast. Anyway, I wrote down, I was actually scared. She had so much blood coming out of her head, and because her skin and her hair are the same color, child, it really shook me, honey. And then Brennan over there talking about, are you okay? Are you okay? She's bleeding from her head.
Yeah. Unconscious.
What makes you think she's okay? She can't even respond to you. She's bleeding from her head. So not only is her heart broken, her head broken.
Right. Both.
Okay? She wanted to bust it wide open for you and ended up busting her head wide open.
That's
For you.
for you.
That's not the kind of bust it open she wanted to do. She was trying to throw it back and she ended up throwing herself off of the ATV.
Now, Jazz.
All because of your ass.
That's enough.
I'm done. Anyway, let's move on to the last couple. Michael and Chloe, the newest couple who just got married after everybody else last week.
Okay.
Or the week before. Finally, on their little raggedy ass honeymoon that they went on, they got some snow, which is great. And she said that she's having less panic attacks now. Awesome. So they wrapped up their honeymoon and went back to their respective houses to grab things to bring back into their neutral space that they'll be sharing for the next how many ever weeks as a newly married couple before decision day. And Chloe was getting overwhelmed. I think her social battery was empty because she said usually after a trip she would decompress, but she can't do that now because she's married and Michael was all up in her grill. And she said, I guess we can just decompress together.
Oh no. Oh my God, I hate this. So much anxiety.
I'm like,
girl.
But there's something telling me that she actually doesn't want to be in a relationship. She prefers being by herself, but it wants some company, you know? So I don't think a traditional relationship is right for her. I think she probably just want a boyfriend who lives in another apartment.
Yeah, next door.
A long-term boyfriend that lives in another apartment. But I think she's sort of being tricked by society at this point. By, I guess, society's like rules around what you should do and what, you know, once you get 40 or 35 or whatever, however old she is. I think she's 40, right? She looked 40.
Girl.
Anyway, Michael is so sweet. He brought her coffee in bed and he was like, the coffee might be trash, but I know you like to start your day with a cup of coffee. Listen, Michael is really growing on me, honey.
Right.
Michael is growing on me. I might have to break down and just give me a ugly nigga.
Girl. Don't do it. They'll F up too.
Because if I'm gonna get treated right, you know what I mean? Like, anyway, I don't think I'm gonna be able to do it. But anyway, Chloe said that typically she's in bed by 7:45. Child, my baby don't go to bed till 8:30. How are you in bed by 7:45 p.m.? In the summertime, the sun's not even down at 7:45.
Her eyes closed though.
It's still light outside until 8 o'clock during the summertime. How are you in bed with your eyes closed asleep at 7:45 p.m.?
Yeah, how?
What kind of drugs you taking to go to sleep that early? Because who goes to sleep at 7:45? What time do you wake up? 3 o'clock in the morning?
Right.
Hold on. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. At 3 o'clock in the morning, you've been asleep already for over 7 hours. How much sleep do you need? What kind of mammal are you? Are you a different species than us? Because who sleeps for 12 hours?
Who? Comment if you do. Comment below.
Child, anyway. Michael was kind of getting on my nerves. Here's the thing. I'm starting to see the issue with Michael. Michael, you're too busy trying to be a fashionista, an interior designer, a visionary, a stylist. Baby, just stick to what you like to do. Because Michael was like, oh yeah, I want to bring some gold accents into our place. You're supposed to be bringing your necessities. You're not supposed to be decorating. The place is already furnished. Okay, yeah, you want to bring a family picture or something like that, fine. But why are you bringing your home accessories, your stuff from Home Goods to the apartment?
Right.
And then when Chloe told him she's more of a minimalist, he went to her apartment and he's like, I was expecting some plain things, but she's got some style.
Okay.
Michael, you're not that stylish. I hate to break it to you. I'm glad you have your own personal style, but you're not stylish enough to be styling somebody else, sweetheart.
Ooh.
I think that Michael don't want a regular wife. He want a Kim Kardashian wife. He think he Kanye.
Exactly. Yeah.
He think he Kanye. He want to dress her. He was like, oh, I'm going to grab some jackets out of my closet, but only so that you can wear them.
No, ma'am.
You're getting on my damn nerves at this point.
Exactly.
Listen, I would not mind dating a guy who likes to have his own personal style and he likes to dress up and things like that. That's fine with me. That's you. But don't try to make your style my style. Don't try to dress me. I have my own personal style. This girl's almost 40 years old. You think she don't have her own personal style by now? Things she like and don't like? And you think because now she's with you, she's gonna change her style? The next thing is, Michael was like, I'm gonna need to borrow those earrings that she was wearing. Baby, you need to get your own shit. Like, I don't care about I could be with a guy who has his own personal style, but don't come wearing my stuff.
Not every day.
Get your own stuff. Baby, if you want to know where I got these earrings, let me give you the website. Because you're not about to be rummaging through all my jewelry, all my accessories, my clothes and everything and putting on my clothes and stretching my shit out.
You know?
Okay? And you're not going to be putting my earrings in your ears and stuff like that. And I don't know how you clean your ears or nothing like that, especially at this point, honey. No.
We just met.
Like, get your own. I could tell you where I got these, but don't rummage through my stuff. I think, don't men find that annoying when, like, women rummage through your stuff and start just wearing your stuff? I think, I see why that's annoying. I could see if it was just like one sweater, or I have a favorite sweater, or I like to wear your hoodies. But imagine if you came home and I had your drawers on.
What?
It's like, what? Chloe kept her grandpa's World War II trunk, okay, and she redecorated it or painted it and did all that. I'm like, girl, you kind of ruined the family heirloom, I guess. But anyway.
She could have took that to the antique shop.
Michael showed us his closet, and his closet was fine. I was expecting like a whole room dedicated to his clothes, the way he be acting like he Kanye, and he just be dressing. He dressed the girls down, honey, but it was just a regular closet. And he's like, these are my coats, these are my sweaters. Okay. I guess Michael's personal style is not even that great, in my opinion. It's just a regular old degular guy who wants to look cool to me. Like, there's nothing, I've never seen Michael wear something on the show and think, damn, he knows how to put that shit on. I just thought, oh, okay, that's it. I mean, that's just me, though. I know it's subjective, but Chloe said that she's never been with a guy who accepts or embraces his femininity the way that Michael does. And Pastor Cal, I love the way Pastor Cal sort of like approached this conversation. Pastor Cal said, you know, we all have like masculinity and femininity, and a lot of times femininity is associated with like love and compassion and all of that, and masculinity is associated with roughness and, you know, just kind of sort of the way that he put it. I totally agree with Pastor Cal. And he said there's nothing wrong with, you know, embracing your femininity a little bit more. And she said she wanted a guy who was emotionally available and stuff like that. And it takes tapping into your femininity to be emotionally available for somebody and compassionate and all of those things. And that's what she was looking for, and that's what she got. And I said Pastor Cal got it right. So I think the fact that Michael wants to wear her jewelry and wants to probably wear her panties is going to make her uncomfortable, though.
He didn't say nothing about her panties.
So for those who watch this and you're in a heteronormative relationship, or you're in a traditionally feminine, traditionally masculine relationship, even if it's same sex, right? If you feel like somebody sort of fills the feminine role and somebody sort of fills that traditional masculine role, would you be okay with them wearing your items? Like, if you like feminine people, would you be okay with them wearing your or taking on a little bit more of your masculine style, or vice versa? If you like masculine presenting people, would you be okay with them taking on a little bit of their femininity and like embracing that and just becoming a little bit more feminine? Comment below and let me know what y'all think. I think that I would be totally okay with that. The only thing is baby, don't come out of the room dressed like a drag queen, because I don't like women.
Okay.
Baby, if you come out the bathroom and your face is more beat than mine, I'ma say,
no ma'am.
oh, you a bad bitch.
Okay.
But this coochie is gonna be all the way closed up, honey. I'm gonna be like, I don't like, I like men.
Men.
Okay? Men. Anyway, so Chloe said that she wants to have an emotional connection with somebody before they get physical. Michael also agreed that, a big part of sexual attraction for him is that emotional connection. And I just love Michael's, how, I don't know, I will say how mature he is, or how, I don't know how to describe it, but I feel like he's very mature. And so I really like his thinking around like how open and mature he is. But I wrote down, don't go on MAFS if you're not DTF.
Right.
And I tweeted it, and somebody had a problem with that. I said that, but in my opinion, I don't think you should go on Married at First Sight and you're willing to take a full step by getting legally bound to somebody, but you're closed off when it comes to intimacy. I hate that. Now, I'm not saying that you have to sleep with somebody immediately, and I'm not saying that you have to be attracted to the person, but you shouldn't go on the show if you're not DTF.
Yeah.
You should be ready. If it get down to the nitty gritty, honey, you better be ready to pull out a nitty titty, in my opinion. That's just me.
What's a nitty titty?
Somebody on Twitter was like, if everybody on Married at First Sight was DTF, what's the difference between that show and Love Island? Well, I'll tell you the difference. Number one, they're not on an island. Duh. Okay? Number two, people on Love Island are anywhere from 18 to 25, sometimes 30. Sometimes they'll throw in a 30-year-old. Married at First Sight is for people who are ready for a long-term commitment, a long-term relationship. They're usually in their 30s, sometimes in their 40s on the show. It's not the same show.
Right.
And actually, a lot of people on Love Island don't even be DTF. I'm just saying, if you gonna get married, bust it wide open.
Quickly.
And that's all I have to say about it. If you still here and you don't subscribe to my channel, baby, you don't support Black women. I'll see y'all later, and I'll get my Ready to Love out as soon as I can.
Bye.